In this video, we want to add an event listener to change each clicked grid item background color, and this is associated with the click events. Now, what we want to achieve is something similar to what we've done in the JavaScript version. So the functionality of this HTML file is exactly what we want to achieve. However, we want to do that in jQuery. So let's have a look at our HTML file. What we've basically got is this link to an external style sheet, which is this style sheet. That's actually got some of the styles that we want to apply on different things. At this point, we've got a hover effect, and we applied a clicked class that changes the background color when we click on any of these grid items. But again, this is done in JavaScript, and we want to do the same, achieve the same in jQuery. But coming back to the HTML file, we've also got an external JavaScript file and the jQuery library that we need, and the external jQuery file, which is this one, which hasn't got much in it except for comments that will guide us with what we want to do. So what I'm going to do is actually just sort of put a comment out our external JavaScript so that we don't have that effect. We don't have that effect anymore because we've disabled any functionality that we're getting from the JavaScript file, because we want to achieve the same in our jQuery version. So what we want to do is we want to start with the comments. The first comment says run the jQuery only after the HTML document has finished loading. And to do that, we will use the document.ready function. So when the HTML document has been fully loaded, then execute that function. We don't want to execute the function before the HTML document is being loaded, because we don't want this code to interact with the HTML elements that haven't really been loaded yet. Then that will actually cause some errors, especially if we're trying to work with it with an element, a HTML element that hasn't been loaded. So this is important. We want to only run the jQuery or run whatever functionality we want to run only when the HTML page has been fully loaded and all the elements are there. So let's just close off our function before we forget to do that. Next, what we want to do is add a click event listener to each grid element with class item. So what we basically want to achieve for every HTML element that's got the item class, and when we want to attach the click event listener to each of these elements. So this line, pretty much what it does is it will select all the elements with the class item. So if we look into here, we've actually got 12 elements that are associated with the item class. So this line pretty much selects all of these elements with the class item, and we've done that using the query jQuery selector. What we then want to do is attach a click event listener to each of these elements. And when any element with a class item is clicked, the function inside the click event or the click method will be executed. So function, so we'll be writing this function, but let's just close it off before we write anything, so we don't forget to actually do that. Okay, next what we want to do is toggle the class clicked on click. So inside the click event listener, we want to say this. Now, this refers to that specific element that we've selected when clicked, which is basically this item or this object. And then we want to use the toggle class. Now, this method is going to use to toggle the presence of the class, and that class, we can use the same one that we had in our CSS, which was clicked. That's what we want to do. Now, if the element already has the class clicked applied, it will be removed. If it doesn't, it will be added. So that's how it works. Let's just save, refresh, and let's give it a try. Now it's looking good. So I'm just gonna, and by the way, it's green because that's the code we've used in our previous one. So yeah, you can change it if you like. I'll keep it because I'm being lazy. And that's what we're trying to say. If the this, for example, here, this element has already got the class clicked applied to it, but if I click on it again, that class will be removed. and it's just coming back to its original color. So that's pretty much it. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. We'll do more work on this. Thank you.